God damn it. What's up, Thomas? Oh, I can't complain. Another cold week. Some more snow. Par for the course. We're supposed to get more snow in the morning. And then it's going to start warming up. And I'll get back on the course. 50 degrees on Tuesday. I don't think it's going to get everything melted that we have on the ground. Me too. Spring can't come quick enough. I've got baseball to watch, fish to catch, and golf to suck at. Can't do any of that with this snow and winter temps. I feel like this winter was a pretty cruel joke that wasn't very funny. You know what? I used to hunt. I used to hunt a lot. I enjoyed it. But it's been quite a few years since I... Damn, this chair's squeaking. It's been quite a few years since I did any hunting to speak of. I don't like skinning and gutting and all that stuff. It's not big animals. I'll shoot some squirrel every once in a while. That's pretty fun. But I don't shoot. Oops. I don't go deer hunting or anything like that. All right, guys. I'll wait a little bit. A few minutes. We only had the one filled tonight on the pre-fill. So we'll jump right into this here in just a minute. Rabbit is good. Your mom could be right. I mean, honestly, wild rabbit, I don't think it's good. I've never had like a farm raised rabbit. My son took them for 4-H, but they were more like pets than food. And until we had a zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't want to eat something that my kid named and played with. I mean, geez. I don't mind being an asshole, but I'm not eating my kid's pet. Unless he had a pet cow. I once saw a sign. It was for like vegetarians or something. And it had all these animals listed. And it said, where do you draw the line for what you would eat? And some guy said, right on the other right side cow, unless I'm really hungry. Then all bets are off. And I was like, yeah, I get it. I guess of animals I've shot, pheasant was pretty good. Quail was pretty good. Frog legs, yeah, I disagree with that too. I didn't care for frog legs. I went frog gigging a few times. That was actually a lot of fun. Walk around a pond when it's pitch dark and throw a spear at them. It was a lot of fun. I haven't done it in probably 30 years, but definitely enjoyed it. All right, guys. Don't have a lot here. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. I think Thursday, right now I'm scheduled off on Thursday, so we should be able to break on Thursday, get back into twice a week. I'm also going to start some YouTube videos this week. I've got everything set up. I'll share them on the group page. They'll be shared on, obviously, I'll put them on YouTube. Chrome helmet. No, the Chrome's Ben Roethlisberger. I traded for it quite a while ago. That one's a forever keeper. All right, guys. I'm going to get into this. First up, we have Bill, San Fran and Dallas. Got Tennessee and Atlanta. No, it's Roethlisberger. Ryan Day also makes the screen. The white. That's a Cam Hayward. I don't know who's all the way down. Can't remember. All right, Scott, Indy, New England. Bill, Kansas City, the New York Giants. Al, Tampa Bay, Washington. Phil Simms. I haven't had a Simms in a while. I don't think I ever had Simms on a flash. Al, Minnesota, Carolina. Dave, Pittsburgh, Houston. Vlad, Cincy, Baltimore. Dave, Cleveland, Seattle. Hold on just a second. Oh my God. Getting like spam text this late at night. It's crazy. Zach, Vegas, New Orleans, Danica Patrick. Tyler, Green Bay, Arizona. I'm not much of a Danica Patrick fan. Scorching, Detroit, Philly. I always kind of felt, honestly, I realized Danica Patrick's popular. Scott, Miami, Buffalo. But I always thought, honestly, if Danica Patrick had been ugly, she wouldn't have been above local tracks. She wasn't really good driving any level she drove. Al, the Rams, Chargers. I fully believe a woman could be a good NASCAR driver, just not her. Jesse, Chicago, Denver. Yeah, not a fan. Dave, the Jets, the Jags. All right, guys. In this break, again, the only one we got listed, we'll probably try a live fill no matter what. I don't care if there's not enough of us or not. We'll give her a shot. It'll either fill or it won't. Let me grab something. All right. Get our random number. Get us a couple boxes. Get moving. Get off the screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, hopefully the weather where you're at better than the weather where I'm at. Because, man, this weather was hell. If hell was cold. We had a day where it got into the 20s and, man, it felt good. I was all happy, so I went to work on Thursday. I left the house. It was negative 6 degrees. All right, 5 times to get a random multiplier. I could not believe negative 6. Columbus is about an hour to an hour and a half away from me, depending on how I drive. That's 5. We're going with, what the hell is that so bright? There it is. 8. 8 will be our multiplier tonight. By the time I got to Columbus, it had warmed up to a scorching 16 degrees. And then I had to climb on roofs. Yeah, climb on roofs and figure out why they were leaking, which was pretty stupid because it was pretty freaking obvious why they were leaking. They had 50 tons of snow on them. The snow was melting and going into leaks that I could not see, so it was a useless trip. But I had to go to a whole bunch of houses. It was a day. Can't all be good days. My theory is we have to have the bad days or we'd never notice the good ones. It's pretty obvious for me to notice the good ones because I'm batting about 100 right now. 8, we got 207 and 60. I don't remember if I filled it. 207. 60 is there. 207 is there. Got them both. God damn. Right off the bat, both of them. $207 and 60. Hey, Al. Yeah, I kind of like the 11 o'clock. It did well like the first time or two I did it, and now I'm not seeing as many people. I don't know if everybody's getting the winter blues. So go find something to do at night or what's going on. All right, guys. I didn't read them off. We got Bill, San Francisco, Tennessee, Dallas, and Atlanta. Scott, Indy, New England. Bill, I don't know what I ate. 58 for you today? Did you go golfing? Nice. Bill, or Scott, Indy, New England. Bill, Kansas City and the Giants. Al, Tampa Bay, Washington, Minnesota, Carolina. Dave, Pittsburgh, Houston. Vlad, Cincy, Baltimore. Dave, Cleveland, Seattle. Zach, Vegas, New Orleans. Tyler, Green Bay, Arizona. Scorching, Detroit, Philly. Scott, Miami, Buffalo. Al, Rams, Chargers. Jesse, Chicago, Denver. And Dave, Jets, Jags. That is strange. We should be warming up. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of warm weather. I don't know. Baseball season for my oldest son starts on February, I want to say 28th. So hopefully by then it's sunny and 75, so I don't have to go to a baseball game dressed like I'm going to Lambeau in the middle of the winter. That would be a good feeling. All right, here we go. Houston's on the board first. Dave getting the Texan. Here, our golf course says, the one I like to go to, said that if it was above 50 or 40, above 40, and there was no snow on the ground, they would be open. So my son and I have gone about every time this winter it's been above. We don't go 40, we make it 50. Red key authenticated. Got a little picture. There it is. It's going to be the big defensive lineman. I don't think he's active anymore. Mario Williams. Nice hit, Dave. Mario Williams on the Houston Texans. All right, next up, box 207. 207. All right. Colts. Indianapolis Colts going to Scott. All right, Scott, let's see what you got. Had company over tonight. Couldn't watch curling. Mixed doubles curling. I don't like any Winter Olympics except for curling. That one is JSA authenticated. Both earpieces are in. There he is. He's a good one. Jonathan Taylor. Nice hit, Scott. Jonathan Taylor on the Colts. So we're going to start it off with Mario Williams and Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to punch in a live fill. Might only do one tonight. We'll see how it goes. There it is. Grab a spot if you want it. Hmm, 16. All right, let's see what we got. We're going with Al. San Francisco. Al, Monday, I'd really appreciate that Big Red Machine bat coming out. That would feel pretty good. Tyler, Cincinnati. I never win bats. I think I've won 2 bats. One of them was Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, and the other was, I can't remember. Maybe Andrew. No, Rafael Furcal. I won a Rafael Furcal one time. Ray, Cleveland. I won the Furcal from Ray Witt. He doesn't break anymore. Kind of got an awesome job. Ray is a card dealer. Bill laid on San Francisco. Elliott, Kansas City. Ray went from being a breaker to traveling around the country dealing Texas Hold'em. Big tournaments. Pretty awesome. Ray was a pretty good dude. I guess he is. Al, Tampa Bay. All right, fellas. If you get a chance, make sure over the last couple of weeks that you've remembered to send. I've got behind on letting you know. So just check. If you don't see me for a couple of weeks and you need a total, let me know. If not, I'll get that out this week. Bill, Dallas, and Minnesota. Al, late on Minnesota. Bill, late on Kansas City. But you got Indy. Tyler, Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Al, Pittsburgh. Got the Super Bowl tomorrow. Super Bowl Eve, I guess, would be the holiday tonight. Al, the Rams. This year getting to be a little bit interesting. Ray, Detroit. Got the dueling halftime shows. Kid Rock versus Bad Bunny. That is a sweet bat. That Big Red Machine is awesome. Adam's hit. Really? I, once again, didn't watch. I'm glad you told me. All right, guys, we got 3 spots left. See, Miami's got a Dan Marino. Chicago's got an Urlacher, Devin Hester, dual sign. Adam, sweet. Jags, there is, I want to say there's a T-Law. Ow, Miami. 2 spots left. This will be our only live fill tonight. It'll be a quick night. The Jets, I just put a Ryan Fitzpatrick Authentic in there. I forgot to put pictures out today. Nathan, Jets, just put a Fitzpatrick Authentic. Let me see. I'm trying to pick teams. I remember what I got in there. Houston's got a Stroud on a Ohio State helmet. So, super awesome. Tennessee, New England, Buffalo. Zach, Vegas is taken. Yeah, Vegas is gone. Saints, there's a Breeze. Seahawks. I don't remember Seahawks. I feel like a long time ago I put a JSN in, and I don't remember it coming out, but that doesn't mean it's still in there. I don't want to say that. Washington, don't remember. Carolina, don't remember. Baltimore's got Ray Lewis. Atlanta, I know Atlanta has a Dion. Giants, man, we pulled some Giants in the last couple of weeks, but I don't remember. I think we got both the Parcells. There's an LT in there. Chargers probably got the other LT. Packers, man, I put a couple Packers in. I don't remember who they were. And Arizona, I want to say Arizona's got a Kyler. All right, fellas, 1 spot left. This will be our only live fill of the night. So if you want in, grab this spot. I'm going to go ahead and get our box. Again, I am going to start a YouTube show. Zach, Seattle. I don't know if it's called a show or what it's called, but I'm going to change my YouTube channel up a little bit. That fills us. I appreciate it. Do videos on there. So most of them will be about sports. Probably the things I'm interested in. Sports, television, or whatever other crap I'm feeling. Hopefully it won't suck. I think I'm going to actually put my face on there, which that could tank it. I might be better off doing like voiceovers. Maybe not. Looks fun. I got a buddy that does TikToks, and again, I called him a buddy last week. He's not really a buddy, just a guy I've known for my whole life. We've never really been friends. 8, we got box 40 and 205. He makes it look fun, so I want to try it. 40 and 205. Let me see. I can see 40 from here. 38, 43, 43, 44, 36, 37, 38, 42. There's no 40. I do see 205, so we don't have a 40, but we've got a 205. You might watch the first one, and then you get to looking at me so long, you're like, damn, I'm done. 45. 976, 50, 44. No 45. Good grief. I'll put them on. I'll figure shoot. Can't be any worse than anybody else's. 44. 44, 205. I'm hoping by doing YouTube videos and maybe we can grow the group a little bit. Switch to listening. There you go. I'm going to get the randoms. I was just pulling those first. Switch to listening. After you listen for a while, you probably switch to closed caption. 2019. I've always said face for newspaper and a voice for radio, or a voice for newspaper. I don't know. I think a lot of us, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but I can't stand the sound of my own voice. Like when I watch if I write something down and I don't remember it and I have to go back and watch my video to see what I missed, I'm like, oh my goodness, I sound so stupid. But I don't know. It's probably just some issue with me. All right, Al, San Francisco, Atlanta. Tyler, Cincinnati, Tennessee. You do too? Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. To be honest with you, I think I sing like total crap, but I've never let anybody hear me before. Ray, Cleveland, Arizona. I might have a voice like Elvis, but I'll never know. Elliot, Kansas City. Chargers, headphones while you're driving. I'm not quite that bad. Dustin, Denver, Carolina, and Al, for the record, I think you have a pleasant voice that's easy listening. Al, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. I'm not saying your elevator music, but are you really? That's, you know yourself. I do too. Bill, Dallas, Minnesota, Chicago, and the Giants. What I hate is when I go back and hear a joke I thought was so funny, and then I realize that I wasn't very funny. Bill, Indy, Philly. I'm like, man, that was good. And then I listen to it, and I'm like, man, that was really bad. Tyler, Vegas, Baltimore. Al, Pittsburgh, and the Rams. New Orleans, New England. Ray, Detroit, Houston. Al, Miami, Green Bay. Nathan, the Jets, the Commanders. And Zach, Seattle, Buffalo. All right, guys. This will be the last one of the night. We got Al, San Francisco, Atlanta. Tyler, Cincinnati, Tennessee. Ray, Cleveland, Arizona. Elliot, Kansas City and the Chargers. Dustin, Denver, Carolina. Al, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. Bill, Dallas, Chicago, Minnesota, and the Giants. Bill, you also got Indy and Philly. I don't know why I wrote it like I did. Tyler, Vegas, Baltimore. Al, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. Rams and Patriots. I lost it. Rams and Patriots. There it is. Ray, Detroit, Houston. Al, Miami, Green Bay. Nathan, Jets, Washington. And Zach, Seattle, Buffalo. Green Bay's definitely hitting now, he says. Did I get lost on Green Bay? Oh, I see. You got Green Bay. Here you go. 44. Box number 44. Let's see what we got, fellas. 44. Philly, Philadelphia Eagles. Bill. Bill had Philly. Beckett authenticated both earpieces. There he is. Nice hit, Bill. Mike Vick. We all remember him as a Steeler, right? Mike Vick. Nice hit. I'm kidding. I thought Mike Vick, he was really good on Atlanta, really good on Philly, and then the Steeler backup for a little bit. I like Mike Vick. I'd say anybody who's not a dog like Mike Vick. Although I did think a lot less of him after I found out what he did to dogs. That's all right, though. Hell of a football player. Box 205. Oh, check it out. Atlanta on the throwback. Al grabbing a Falcon. Oh. I remember now. Schwartz authenticated both earpieces in. Welcome, Al. The Atlanta throwback. Bad Moon. Andre Bad Moon Rising. I got him as a top 5 Falcon all time. Andre Rising. Nice hit, Al. For the night, Mario Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Vick, and Andre Rising. All right, fellas, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate the fills. Remember to just check. I know a lot of times we think we sin and we forget. Al knows I've forgotten a million times. So, nothing against anybody, but if you could check that out for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Should be good for Thursday. And if you're getting my weather, I hope it breaks and we all get weather like they got in sunny, warm Utah. Yep, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I'm picking the Seahawks. Seahawks by 6. I'm writing that down. Seahawks by 6. Seahawks by 6. We'll see if that happens. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.